Courage, you know, being able to stand and be brave in front of dangerous times. You know, there were several times where, you know, I had to step up and do things maybe that I didn't want to do to a friend because you're wrong. You're wrong right now, but you put me in a situation, you know. Had to stand up and, you know, talk a young lady from committing suicide on my floor. I had to deal with the young lady who got raped in the back of our dorm. I mean, there are a lot of situations that you'll deal with that will challenge you and give you courage to deal with people and to understand. And this is what this job does now. And I sure hope that you don't have to go through those things, but those are things that I went through that built the courage in me to deal with a lot of different situations and a lot of different people, and to have a understanding of how to react, because there's sometimes where a person just needs you to give them your shoulder to cry on. I mean, whether they lose a mother, whether they lose a father, or, you know, a situation, my sophomore year, we lose a whole floor in a car wreck, you know. We had about 9 people on our floor in a car wreck. They're going to a conference. And so you deal with different situations, and being able to stand up and encourage, that helps you along the way to develop the skills that you will do whatever you go into, whether you're going to be a psychologist, you're going to be a coach, you're going to be a mentor, whatever you're going to do. This job will allow you, and your experiences that you're going through right now are going to allow you to do that. You know, this is one thing that you guys are doing. Now, we talked about it earlier. You know, you guys are that one standing above everyone else, and everyone's looking at you guys. All right? Because you're standing up and you're being leaders. You're individuals, but you guys have an individuality that stands out above the rest. And so be proud of that and own that. Own that. Now, I just saw a manual over here that you guys had, superhero. You guys are superheroes. I mean, your own right. And I would tell my RAs, I had all females, and so one thing that I said, you know, when I was in RD, at a small school, we had competitions amongst the dorms, and we called it the bed race, you know, and I'm thinking, we're not going to win this bed race because we're all girls, you know, and you have to weld your bed together, they weld your bed together, and you have 4 or 5 dorms, and it's a mile run, and you're pushing your bed for about a mile around a little city, and, you know, but the main thing is that we go out and we destroy everyone else's bed. You know, so everyone is hiding their beds. They have their bed in my apartment, and we're fixing it, but we're going out destroying everyone else's bed, because in the competition, you don't want their bed to beat you. And so it's a real big deal. But one thing I tell them, I was like, you know, in this sense, I want you to take this on and have ownership of being the superhero of all the dorms. We won everything that year. Well, obviously we'll win the decoration contest because they had girls. But we won all the decoration contests. We won the bed race, which was a trip. And our girls recruited the baseball team, so we had them help us run it through. But you guys are leaders. You're superheroes. And that sounds funny. It sounds stupid. But you are, because when a situation comes up, who's got to be the hero? You got to be the hero. You got to fix the problem. You know, you have to fix the problem. You know, if someone needs you to, they don't have the confidence to go knock on this door and say, can you turn this music down, please? They'll knock on your door in a heartbeat, won't they? And you got to go be the superhero. So you are the superhero. Be proud of that. You know, but in the same sense, be humble about your power that you've been given. You know, because I know I had some RAs that I had to kind of calm down, because they go through this power hungry deal where, you know, they writing up tickets left and right. I'm like, we writing up so many tickets, we can't do nothing with them. I mean, it'd be 4 months by the time we would get to the person that we need to, you know, deal with, because you got 19,000 tickets up here. You know, you don't punish everybody for everything. And this is where you gain your respect. And I'll tell you a secret, this is where you gain your respect. You deal with people, and everyone is the same. You have some rules, but everyone is different. You know, and I treated some people a little bit different than I treated other people, because some people are just really, really hard-headed. And you have to be really, really hard on them. And then some people just make a mistake, and you will be able to tell the difference. But, you know, when you have a whole row of floor, and you're trying to figure out what's going on, and everybody's going in and out of the room, and then you learn that they have kegs stringed up on each room, and they're going from each room. One room was a Bud Light room, Natural Light, Michelob, and they had the kegs strung up outside the window, so when you walked into the room, there was nothing there. But then when you walk, and then we had trees that blocked their third floor rooms, but when you walked out and you looked up behind the trees, you see the line of creek. But I mean, you got some kids on your floor that are really, really smart, you know, and they'll go anyway to get it done. But you know, then that's when you really put the hammer down, you know. And so have some discretion and be the superhero, but also be humble about the power that you're given. You learn how to work as a team, and you know how to be committed to your team, and you know how to support one another as RAs. And it might be you guys going together and you supporting one of your RAs, and not so much saying anything, but you're just being there if they have a situation, or if they call you and we're in a situation of help. But this also allowed me, because we worked with a team, and it was much more than just me. It was a team that I worked with, and it's funny now that I work with a team, you have to be a team player sometimes, and you'll learn those skills. The last thing I want to talk to you about is this right here. You know, what matters the most is how we see ourselves, and how you walk into this job, all right, and how you walk away from this job and you walk into your other jobs. You have all the skills. This job will allow you, and it's a fun time. I mean, sometimes it's rough. I know you got a lot going on, but when you look back on it, and I look back on my experiences with residential life, student affairs, I really had a good time. I learned a lot about myself. I learned a lot about other people, and I learned about how to just really be confident within myself to go deal with conflict, documentation, communication, you know, and really supporting other people and helping other people reach their goals as well. And really seeing deeper into situations and understanding why situations are where they're at, and being able to go and reach out and contact people that can help them in those situations. One thing I just want to pass around is when you start applying for a job, or you start going after jobs, people want to see that you're much more than just, you know, a resume, that you have a body of work, you've done things. And so I promise you, if you would keep up with the things that you've done, and documentation, and this is like and put together a portfolio that where people can, and this just I pass it around that you guys can look at, that people can understand and see you more than just the resume that they're looking at, you know. And you want to be much more than that. And going into, young lady wants to go to Vandy. You know, you want to stand out. So this might be something that you might be interested in trying to help put together, the things that you've done throughout your college career, and why you think you should stand out amongst the rest. Something that you should put together, which will help you set yourself apart from anybody else, you know. You guys have any questions? Did I answer all your questions, or any questions that you have? And you know, but your vision should be more than just, you know, I just want to be an RA, but your vision should be what you're going to take from this, and how's it going to propel you to the next level and to the next stage of your life. And the other thing is, choosing this as a career is not a bad option. Great opportunities in this field, great opportunities to do different things. You know, I enjoy motivational speaking, and it gives me an in, and it gave me a foot into it. I know a lot of resident directors that travel and do speaking and do conferences, and it's another way another aspect of getting yourself out there and having fun with what you do as well. But I appreciate your time. Thank you for allowing me to come and share with you guys.